morning, everybody. I've been working on my comedy show that I'm building for myself. It's going to take a while. Whenever I can get over my stage fright to actually do it like on a stage and not just a camera. But I'm building an alter ego that will help me with that. My comedy alter ego, I think why I have a lot of stage fright is because I talk about things that are like not comfortable to me as a person. Um, so I'm like kind of pulling a Sasha Fierce. My comedy is very sexual, so I'm just gonna create this character within myself that allows me to be funny without uncomfortableness, if that makes sense. So I'm not like making a voice. I'm not doing it's gonna be me, but I'm going to be exuding a character that I am not, the exact opposite of what I am. So somebody who's very promiscuous is able to just, have do their thing, which I'm not able to do that despite my best efforts. So my character is becoming the version of myself that I hope. Not that I hope to be a whore one day, but you know what I mean? Just more of a free spirit. Anyway, I'm going to give you a little tidbit of something I'm working on. I'm doing it ad-lib off the top of my head, so it's not going to be verbatim, but it will be probably in the show somewhere. To build it up, I'm talking about, like, my intro into the show right now is basically telling you how I'm putting myself out there as a person, like a single, almost 40-year-old woman, never married. Like there's pros and cons, and you sneak in like funny stuff like possible cat lady, like funny. Has a slight gag reflex. I'm building up funny dating profiles. So we're past this part in the show, and now we're talking about the kind of men I find myself dating. But the character of this persona is somebody who just doesn't give a fuck. They've kind of given up on dating, and I explain this in the show where I'm like, I've just had such a bad, shitty experience that now I just mind fuck them. So this character that I'm building goes on dates and sits down, and they don't have the best experiences, and how that experience comes across to them as how they're going to participate in the date. So it either becomes a date, or it becomes I'm going to entertain myself and fuck with this person. So we're getting into it, talking to the first date. So I call this guy up, seems really cool, agree to meet, and we always meet in places, one word titles like Flo's Pub, just lit up all alone by itself, looking all sketch in some hole in the wall. It's just my kind of people's place. The kind of place where your feet stick to the floor, but you also stick to the seats, but just in different rhythms. So technically speaking, you guys make music together when you eat there or drink. So there's a little ambiance. Little ghetto ambiance for you, a little stickiness if you can get past the sexualness of it while you're eating. You're welcome for that reminder. But yeah, I just always start the date with the same shit. Hi, how's it going? How's your day? I figure, it's just a low ball it, Can't get too crazy, can't get too wild if you start talking about the day you're in. Not like your past. But it never works out that way, right? You eventually lead into it, and they always say something stupid. In my opinion, it's stupid or weird. I always get the weird. It's always like, I had a wife and kids, but... And then there's that awkward pause. And in that awkward pause, my mind immediately goes, you murdered them. Okay. So I'm on a date with an axe murderer. But this is where the weird comes out, because most people would get a little weirded out that, one, they didn't finish the sentence, or there's a sketchy vibe that's something, some people might want to skirt around it. Oh no. No. Not me. look, it's clear and obvious that if you killed your wife and kids, we are not fucking today. But I don't like to waste a good meal. I don't like to waste my time. And I love true crime. So now I'm in this. I'm invested. We are talking. This is the topic we are picking. Well, I'm picking for this date. I pick all the topics of every date. Just to put it out there. If you go on a date with me, I will just take over your narrative sometimes. Especially if I think you're boring. Or if you say something stupid. Like this man. So, he deserves to be fucked with. Just leaving a cliffhanger out there. Like, why don't you start that out correctly? Like, I was married, but it didn't work out. I love my kids. My wife and I are good friends. But no, it never starts like that. I had a wife and kids, but that's the kind of dates I get. Not the real winners. I get the serial killers over here in the hood. So, here I am, picking this man's brain. I'm asking him questions, just trying, no matter what I can do. I just know in my soul that I'm a true detective, okay? That I just know I have the sauce to get people to spill the truth. They can't handle the truth and they want to tell me it, and I'm going to get it from you. So, everything about this date, everything is a clue about this man. This is like a giant treasure hunt, a giant crossword puzzle. I don't care about your penis. You are just 2 hours to kill of my night before I go home and watch Jeopardy and cry to my pillow to my cats about how my life is kind of boring. You know? Fuck. I'm going to crack this murder before I go home. Do something useful with my fucking day. So, I asked the standard questions. Where'd you meet your wife? Oh, college. Okay, so he had an affair with a sorority sister, and this is what kicked off the whole murder. The wife found out, she confronted, and he said, "No, I'm in love with the sorority sister. I want her and not you." And the sorority sister's like, "Yeah, he wants me too." And then she gets in it too, and they both killed the wife. And then the kids were screaming. They're like, "I don't want to deal with these kids. Do you want to raise these kids?" And she's like, "No, I want to have our own kids." And then those two got together and killed those kids. And really, he's just telling me that he sold a bunch of stocks, and it's really fucking boring what's going on in reality. So, I just create my own narrative over theirs on top of it. And just blink and nod the rest of the day. My parents told me to be polite. So, I just use my active imagination to entertain myself until they stop talking. Or I fall to the floor and fake a seizure if I really can't take it. Other kinds of dates that I get are, "Hi, my name's Brad and I'm so happy to be here." Like super hyped up on fucking steroids. Like, "How many cups of coffee have you had today? It is 8 p.m. Why are you this fucking we can't date." Oh my god, you'd be so annoying. I've been here for 39 seconds and I can't fucking stand you. Like, can you stop tapping? Oh my god, my phone's ringing. You don't have your phone. Yes, I do. It's the silent one. I'm so sorry I wasted your time. I gotta go. But, oh my god, my mom was so excited to meet you. She made lasagna. I'm sorry, give it to Susan. She'll take it. Susan will take anything. By the way, Susan is a non-fictional person that I put through the whole show. Like, blame it on Susan. She's fucking a whore. Just slip her into the show. So, anyway, that's kind of where my show is going so far. I hope you liked it. If you didn't, let me know why. Okay? I'm being brave. Don't be too harsh. I am trying to make it on the stage one day, guys.